Your own exercise routine might be the reason that you are not losing weight. Today, we're going to talk about that. Hey, my name's Rich. I help ladies feel confident, look sexy, and feel great in their bodies whilst following a very minimalistic approach to their lifestyle, health, and fitness. So one of the most common things that I see in a lot of ladies is they follow this training program and then they'll throw up different words like, that was complete torture, or that completely took it out of me, or I've never felt so much burn in my entire life. And these words are really warning signs that what you are doing is probably going to be overly excessive for what you actually need to achieve. So with weight loss, right, what we're trying to achieve is the minimum effective dose for helping you lose weight. So you don't have to go out there and completely kill yourself when you're exercising. The most important thing you're doing when you're trying to lose body fat is find a balance between burning calories and consuming less calories than your body burns, right? And if you're overly exercising all of the time, you're going to run into a lot of problems. The first problem is what will happen is if you follow a very, very extreme exercise routine for a long period of time, your daily movement will decrease. And daily movement, so things like just going for a walk or taking the stairs rather than taking an elevator, these things are actually long-term going to be more efficient for you, helping you lose weight because they're lower impact, they're lower stress, and they're just easier to do. When we over-exercise, so things like cardio or crazy HIIT workouts or ridiculous circuit classes, when we do these things long-term, what can potentially happen is we actually decrease the amount of energy that we're burning throughout the day because we're slowing ourselves down, right? When we over-exercise, we're going to be more likely to want to just lay on the couch, sit down, not get up and do the dishes, or things like not have sex, right? All these things play into the factors of energy expenditure. And if you're doing too much stuff and the exercise feels like torture, you could run into this problem. The second thing, if you are someone that is overweight or obese, your chances of injury following this type of exercise program will increase. And what happens when you get injured? You won't be able to exercise, and therefore you won't even be able to burn as many calories anyway. Now, like things like, for example, CrossFit. I have this saying, right? I absolutely love CrossFit. I hate it. And what I mean by this is I think it's a really awesome modality with a lot of benefits. But if you're someone that's a newbie or you're quite obese and you haven't got good movement and you just don't have that kind of body at the moment in order to elicit this exercise program, it's probably not a good idea that you do it. But I see really, really heavy people doing sprints on a treadmill, and your chance of injury are just going to skyrocket. You're actually better off literally just putting a treadmill at an incline and just doing a fast walk. Your injury rate goes down, the stress is lower, and it just makes things easier for you. The third thing, and probably the most important, is if you cannot see yourself sticking to this, are you realistically going to do it, in the next 3, 4, 5 years or however long down the line, right? Because don't forget, when we lose the weight, what happens next? We need to keep it off. And things like programs that just kill you don't work consistently long term, right? If you hate your training, if you don't find it fun, if it literally takes everything out of you and you are a potato laying on a couch because you're completely done in, this exercise program is not for you. You need something that's more sustainable, easier, lower impact, and matches the intensity of your lifestyle. If you work shift patterns that are crazy, like throughout the night, if you're a nurse or something, and you're expecting to follow all these crazy workout plans, it ain't gonna work. You need something that matches your lifestyle and your career. All right. The same goes if you're a stressed out mum. You've got kids running around screaming all the time. You're constantly stressed. You're not getting enough sleep. Is standing in front of the TV doing a YouTube Joe Wicks program really going to help you? Match your lifestyle with the intensity of your program. And if it needs to be lower intensity, that's fine. But if you're consistently complaining about your program, it's time to change it up. Hope that helps. Hope that's given you some insight into realistically what is going to work for you long term, rather than just trying something that's really crazy that seems sexy to begin with, but is going to fall flat on its ass in a few weeks' time, right? If you want more help with this, if you want some program designs, some more information, education, hit the link below. It takes you through to the Epic Body Ladies Lounge membership program. Otherwise, I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of the usual handles you find in social media, as well as the website with daily updates for the blog. All right, catch you soon.